Hey, what is going on, crypto people? It is the Crypto Siege on my face. What's going on my face? With another day in the life, in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Good afternoon and happy Monday to you. Hope you guys had an awesome 4th of July weekend. Hope you had some time to celebrate and to show gratefulness, if you will, or gratitude, I guess is a better way of saying it. So very, very cool. Hope you guys had a great time. Excited to share really some kind of more of new stuff going on in the digital asset space. Oh, BitBoy. I hear he's a nice guy. I never had the chance to meet him. Interesting character, to say the least. So sharing with us, a lot of things we've already known, but apparently he has sources. So that is cool. That is cool. Interesting time. We're in a position where to be liquid is hugely important during this market, for sure, right? Especially when you got some obligations and stuff that you got to meet. Having some liquidity, right? Stable coins into USD, into your bank account, hugely important. I was just helping someone on Facebook, and one of the Facebook groups that I am in did not know how to become liquid, right? Got crypto, don't know how to become liquid via the exchange. You definitely want to know how to do that. So I showed him, some ways to do that. Binance US kind of charges, right? Coinbase a little less expensive to kind of do it that way. Coinbase Pro is cheaper than Binance US to get into your bank account, how to get that crypto in your bank account if you need to do so, for sure. So guys, interesting stuff about XRP, for sure. Shout out to Crypto Eddie, shared some really interesting stuff about someone, nice hash, changing their Bitcoin into XRP. I thought that was really cool. We'll get into that as well. And by the way, make sure you guys, if you're able to tune in to Mickey B Fresh on YouTube today at 4:00 Eastern. He's going to go over the new patent for the Ripple ODL, and they're also going to talk Flare as well. They're going to go over the Flare time series Oracle as well, and something else on the Flare that they're going over as well. So tune in at 4:00 Eastern time, 4 p.m. EST, to level up, right? To level up your IQ on all things Flare Network and the Ripple ODL, for sure. I will definitely be tuning into that. I made a mental note so that I can hop onto that. So I came across a couple interesting tools for DeFi that I'm going to share with you guys as well. So that's going to be really, really cool. What's going on, John? GDLT checked in. What's going on, Keyless? I appreciate you as always for being here. The Gale was first. Got to love that. So we're going to be Johnson. What's up, my dude? GDLT checked in. The mix man, indeed. And so before we get into all of the seeds, have you heard about Shiba Swap? I've heard about Shiba Swap, my friend. I have heard about Shiba Swap. But before we get into, today's news and all things XRP and Flare networks, let's hop on that bridge. Let's go. The market is doing what the market does, guys. Let's not forget that. The market is doing what the market does. Let's get to 2 trillion, then I'll begin to get excited. Let's get to 2 trillion. In the meantime, tell me about your cash flow strategy. What's going on there? Are you in a position to be both a lender and a borrower, and get paid to do so? That's pretty cool. Learn a little bit about Luna today as well. Luna, Anchor Protocol, Mirror Protocol as well. Interesting stuff. So we're going to get into that. Let's see who else checked in. Steve Stenvy 401. What's up, Steve? What's good with you, my friend? What's good? Everything but EGLD. What do you mean, Mark Cooper? What's going on with EGLD? Mixed, aka J Soul is here. What's up, my friend? John, I appreciate you checking in as always. Thank you. Thank you, Nick's Mixed. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's all good. Baby girl. Life is good. Brooklyn and the bridge. Is somebody knocking? I think so. Can you check and see? Life is definitely good. Life is definitely good. West Cruise, Celsius, Wand Swap, Shiba Swap on my cash flow networks. Oh, I love it. I love that. Shiba Swap. Tell me about your experience with Shiba Swap, Blessed Cruise.
I'm just gonna try some keys on the building.
Okay. Oh, it's here now? Oh my goodness. Yeah, about to swap some of my H-bar into XRP. Just can't help it. I hear you, my friend. Went from $81 on Friday to $107 today. Oh, EGLD. Okay. Gotcha. Did it really, Mark Cooper? Is it over 100? Man, we have some EGLD. Wow. We sold some in the 170 range. Let's see here. That's nice to hear. That's nice to hear. I'm waiting for Stellar Lumens and XRP, boy. I just can't tell you. Let's see here. I didn't even look at the EGLD price today, Mark Cooper. Okay, it's $105. Okay. No, it's 102. Okay. No, it's better than 80 something, right? Thank you, Mark Cooper. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. All right, guys, tell me about just a Shiba Swap, Blessed Cruise. Interesting to see how that's going. How are you liking it so far? We'd love to hear that. So, guys, you obviously BitBoy has been in the news for sure. Now, for me, I have no doubt. I got you. So definitely check that out for sure. Yeah, so we got the word that someone's supposed to be coming by and doing an appraisal, but that wasn't supposed to happen until 2:30. Well, it's 1:45 and they're here. Interesting. So interesting. Anyway, we'll have to just adapt. Yeah. We have a ton. Well, we have a ton. All things considered, of Shiba Inu. All things considered. It's easy to have a ton of it, right? But if you can provide liquidity, what you're going to get, what are you getting for the Shiba Inu? That would be interesting to see. So anyway, BitBoy in the news, right? Let me share. Let me share this little thing here from BitBoy. I'm sure most of you guys, how this community, especially this family, how we're always on it. But let me share this just in case you missed it. Then we'll go over the numbers. Oh, BitBoy, interesting dude. But I do think because of his, his social media cred, I do think he's been in a position to, to be in the know, right? I do believe that. On some things, I can definitely see that. So his resources, I don't know what that looks like, but let's see if here it is here. Blockchain Monkey shared this. What's good, my dude? Welcome to the Celsius family, by the way. I hope you're tuning in and I hope you're safe, brother. Hey, BitBoy Crypto, can you stop trying to act like you've been here in the XRP community before us? You've been getting all your information from us. We just want you to be straight up about it. We have been preaching this stuff forever. No, but I do believe, I do believe that because of his position again, right, got a lot of followers and, YouTube stuff. I think he's got a bunch of fans and stuff in YouTube, right? So I do believe that he can be in the know. I really do believe that. So let's share this.
I think the name of the bank is X Bank, EXPANK. I can't remember 100%. Here's what you need to know. Ripple just dropped a boatload of money into a Brazilian bank that has connections back to many of the other banks the Ripple Labs is already working with. They are looking ahead, trying to get into the South American market. But what you need to know is, I've been telling you guys for a while that I'm getting information that is saying, not from the XRP army, I always had to point that out, that these central banks around the world are gearing up to take XRP, to actually use XRP for its use case once this SEC lawsuit is cleared away. This bank in Brazil has a lot of ties to the same banks that we've seen, Santander, for instance, many of the other banks that they've been getting involved with. This is part of the banking cartel, and the banking cartel has decided that they want XRP to be the token, to be the settlement coin, to be the payment settlement coin of the central banking system. Now, do we want that? Do we love that? Well, it'll be great for the price. That's why I continue to tell you guys, everything that Ripple Labs is doing is pushing the same narrative that they are going to be still up, still working, slap on the wrist from the SEC. They're making big moves right now, getting ready for the post-SEC lawsuit, action. And I know for one, my XRP portfolio.
Hey, how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Okay.
This is Will.
Hi, Will.
Been known him a long time.
Oh, okay.
You're
Nice
to meet you.
Meet you, sir.
Well,
He lives in
really
a castle
see how
in
all this
Fulton.
turns out.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm thinking about
You still in the castle house?
years, people are going to look back on all
Yeah.
these
Somebody to
videos
buy it?
I'm making about XRP.
I don't know. You ready to sell it?
How does he know that? Well,
Thinking about it, huh?
I got
No, we're getting ready to.
So that
Get
is
ready to do it?
the deal coming out of from BitBoy. I'm doing a lot from BitBoy. So I just want to let you guys check that out and kind of see what's going on with that. It's very, very, very interesting. There's a lot of this stuff we already knew, right? So, I mean, and it's I do think it's interesting, his timing with his latest, XRP news. Don't you think that's interesting? I do think that's interesting. So, in any case, there it is. I know it feels good to kind of hear it, but we knew about the bank in Brazil. Remember that meeting months and months ago, that little meeting that was supposed to be private, but ended up not being so private with the head of the central bank in Brazil. Remember that? Remember when that happened? So, yeah, I mean, it's not for no reason. Ripple has a strategy. Their blue ocean strategy is genius. It's genius in motion, like we've always said, right? So, in any case, that is, it's interesting to hear that sources, people telling me, that kind of stuff. So who knows, right? We've already done the research. We've already been in the know, thanks to so many great researchers and content creators in the community, right? So we've kind of been in that know for a while, right? So it's just a matter of time. Look. He did a video, BitBoy did a video a couple of days ago. I think Digital Assets Daily shared it because BitBoy was on a panel, I guess, with two other people doing a live and mentioned a $30 XRP, right? And so, $12 to $30, right? So, but if you've been paying attention to BC Backer, the big time XRP TA guy for the community, if you will, number one for the community versus just some dude on Twitter, right? For the XRP community, as far as TA on XRP, for sure, it's definitely BC Backer. But my guy, high altitude investing, who is just he's not in any camp. He may be in the Bitcoin camp, maybe, but he's not in any camp. He does just great TA, has great VIP courses and programs, and just absolutely smart. He said that for the $30, $20, $30 XRP as well. Do-it-yourself investing, same thing, right? We've said for us in the Crypto Season Zone, we're planning on a $20 to $26 XRP. That's what we're planning on by the end of the year, first month in 2022, right? So, right, these are things that we can plan for sure. And these are absolutely exciting things without question. But one interesting thing there that BitBoy did say is Ripple has been in the work, this huge amount of money. I don't know what that means. Committing to a certain central bank. Don't know what that means. But that meeting was not for no reason, right? Ripple's been meeting with central banks for a while. They've been telling us that they've been, laying out stuff for the central banks. And we all know that it's just a matter of time, right? It's just all a matter of time. So, ultimately, that's the deal, right? Just a matter of time before it all unfolds. So sorry about that, guys. We weren't expecting them to show up until about 2:30 or so. So change that up. What's going on, Jungle Inc.? It's good to see you, brother. Right? And so this is stuff that we've already known. I mean, that's cool to hear that coming from BitBoy for sure. What's going on, Josh? Good to see you, brother. Appreciate you checking in. Let's connect tonight, man. Let's connect tonight for sure. All the stuff that normally happens on Monday, brother, it's not going to happen until Tuesday. So let's try to connect if we can. But in any case, guys, look, I mean, that's cool, right? This is something that we've known. Ultimately, tell me about your cash flow game. What's the cash flow game going on right now? So let us know what the DeFi strategy, let us know what your DeFi strategy is, right? That is really the main thing, that cash flow strategy, right? So let me share a little bit of something that I think is as well from Crypto Eddie. But before we do that, let's go over the numbers.
Hey, you need to get your.
Oh, so spring porch?
Yeah, okay, I'll get that from the outside.
Okay.
I need to go get my place of measure. So,
Let's see here. Yeah, so Bitcoin, look, Bitcoin's at 33,000. It was just at 35,000 just the other day, right? So yeah, Ethereum's at $2,181. Binance Coin's at $295. Cardano's at $1.39. XRP's at 65 cents, right? So what's the overall mark? 1.44 trillion. So it's down, right? It's down 1.439, 1,439 million. So it's down. So until we get back to the 2 trillion space, right? The market is doing the sideways movement. Like we said, it's up 20%, then it's down 20%. It's up 30%, then it's down 25%. So, nothing's really, really kind of going on unless you're in a position where you're earning cash flow every single day. And that is definitely by participating in the space. Good to see EGLD go on a little bit of a run for sure. We sold half of EGLD. That was totally a blessing. Never expected it to get to those kind of numbers. And we may even, when I say sold, right, we moved it into other positions, or we may have used some of the EGLD to meet some financial obligations that we had in the traditional finance space, whether it be dividend premiums or for something personal that Miss Crypto Seeds wanted me to get done no matter what. So she's like, you got to do it. So I did do that for that. So there it is, right? So the market's kind of sideways, but let me share this little bit from Crypto Edit, because I think this is just really massively important to understand that Bitcoin, if you will, has options, right? So let's share that. Jungle, what's going on with your DeFi game, brother? Let me know. What's going on with your DeFi game, Jungle? Or are you waiting for Flare? Mark is like, I'm never selling my EGLD. I hear you, bro. I hear you. We got into that, early before it was even EGLD. We were in Elron, right? And so that was really, really cool. But we definitely took the 50% and took that profit, right? Close to 200, 178, 188, something like that. Yeah, definitely did that. Yep, Jungle says waiting for Flare Networks. I hear you, bro. So are you comfortable with all the buttons and stuff, Jungle? Comfortable with the swap and the yield and the farming and the pools? You feel comfortable? Flare, I think Flare Finance on Flare Network is going to be massive. Design 85, DeFi 1, Nexo, Celsius, Spark token. What's going on, Design 85? It's good to see you, my friend. So, yeah, I like WanSwap Design 85 because right now, you know, providing some yield on XRP is important. Being able to be a lender and a borrower is important right now, and you can't do it anywhere else that I'm aware of in the U.S. That I'm aware of, besides WanSwap. Jungle says totally confused. Well, you know, you could play on OneSwap.finance for $10, Jungle, and you could probably do 50 to 75 transactions, maybe even close to 100. What you need, baby? Hey, Jenny.
Okay, honey.
Okay. So, yeah, I mean, you know, $10. I think I started on OneSwap with like $20. Like you could do forever amount of transactions there and just get comfortable because it's 0.001 cent, right? And so that's how I got comfortable with, you know, the swap and the pool and the yield and the lending and all of that, right? Because it didn't cost anything. It's 0.001. To move, even going from Ethereum to, if you have to go from Ethereum to Wan chain and bridge over, it's still, you know, less expensive on using the Wan bridge than it is any of the others. So, yeah, man, just get comfortable right over there, man. I prefer that over the betas. The betas, you know, waiting for things to get fixed and waiting for, you know, things to be not broken. That wasn't working for me, you know, all these flare betas. So I just went to OneSwap and, you know, did it there, tested it out. And now I have, you know, tens of thousands of dollars there now. But before that, like $10, $10, then 20, then 50, then 100, then, you know, not tens of thousands, but over 10 grand, right? So testing it out, seeing how it works. And yeah, it's a sleeper. I feel like Wan chain is really like a sleeper blockchain. They don't do marketing, right? And that's the challenge. Great technology, but kind of the marketing game. They need to level it up, and they've been told by the community that they need to do so. So we'll see. We'll see. But Flare Networks is, you know, that thing where we can start from the beginning and kind of take advantage of all of those things going on there. I don't have any XDC CETA. I do not. I bought Charlie's bag, said I've sold my Ethereum for XDC. I hear that. I may still do that, right? Because I have Ethereum. You know, the better ROI, I think, long term. I just think that people.
We're good.
You good? Okay, thank you. You bet.
Those doors on the screen.
So,
Those are the same house.
this is going to be major partners soon for the financial system.
Yeah.
So that is the deal there. Let's share a little bit of crypto, Eddie. Guys, again, be sure to tune in to Mickey B. Fresh tonight at 4 p.m. Eastern if you want to level up your game on all things Flare Network and this new patent that Ripple just filed in June for the ODL. It's massive, and I'm sure Mickey B. Fresh and Patty XRP will be able to put it in the average Joe and the average Jane's language so that we can understand it, so that we can understand it. Let's listen a little bit. Crypto Eddie, she's talking about this guy called Short the FOMO. I've been following him, but apparently he's put together a couple of things in reference to the ODL. Yeah, I'll get with you, Josh, for sure. Be safe, brother. Yeah, very true. Very true. I bought Charlie's bags. It is ultimately all about that, isn't it? Is it not? It is. I agree with you 100% in terms of, you know, just what's likely to double without question. What is XDC's price right now? XDC's at 10 cents. Okay. I only have a couple grand or so in Ethereum. I don't have a bunch. But you're right in terms of how do you double your money or triple your money? Absolutely. All right, let's listen to Crypto Eddie here. Do I have it? Yeah, I do. Do I have it? Yeah, I do. Here it is.
Back in May, and he just keeps adding new features. This is a website that tracks the XRP transactions.
She's talking about Short the FOMO, at Short the FOMO on Twitter.
Around the globe. And I think if you are into the utility part of XRP, I don't know how you can not follow him and find out what he's doing on this website. I think it looks familiar to you, right? This is where we are looking at live transactions moving across the globe. And I'm telling you, he's constantly adding new features. I just love stats, graphs, analysis of just about anything. But that's something I always have loved, even from when I was quite small. So his findings capture my attention. And today, he sent out a tweet that highlighted the NiceHash, a Slovenian mining group that was launched in 2014. They connect miners with buyers of hash power through this shared economy pool approach. NiceHash is converting their Bitcoin into XRP to move it onto the exchanges. Yeah, this is only going to increase. Attorney John Deaton caught my tweet, and he said that you need to take a look at this below because it's really all you need to know about the utility of XRP, whether you're moving fiat or BTC, or as I pointed out yesterday in the new patent that has been filed by Ripple, it is going to be able to facilitate the movement of commodities, stocks, securities, bonds. It is really the true internet of value, and XRP, the utility token of choice. Yeah, I know that a lot of people are not here for the technology. I guess I say that's a shame. I understand if you're only here for price. It's okay, but there's more to this space than just price. And you can see on the XRPL ODL Rosetta site, this is NiceHash, and the captured inter-exchange of XRP moving for them. You can see the actual exchanges that it's going on to. Yeah, this is interesting. You've got a real, Binance, Bittrex, OKX, KuCoin, Luno, Poloniex, Bitcoin in Thailand. This is really, I think, going to be the standard, because moving Bitcoin on the blockchain, even if it's a layer 2 Lightning, which is even worse in other ways. Let me count the ways. I'm not going to go there today. Using XRP to facilitate that transfer just makes economic sense. It's fast, it's cheap, it's secure. It's just, here's an example. It doesn't get more evident than that. All right, we're going to jump to.
So anyway, guys, I want you guys to take a listen to that, and for sure, just kind of understand the ultimate deal. And a lot of smart people have been doing that for years, moving their Bitcoin via XRP. They've been doing it for years because it just obviously just makes more sense. And if it makes more sense to you and I, it just makes sense to some retail traders or some small spots. It's going to make sense to the bigger people as well, right? To the big movers, to the big players in this space. It's just a matter of time. But Mickey B. Fresh and Patty XRP doing one of their live streams, I don't know, maybe a week ago or so, they brought up this question. They were doing a video on impermanent loss. And remember, I've been saying for the last couple of streams, there's no need to be afraid of impermanent loss. You just understand it. Impermanent loss doesn't actually occur and to actualize until you remove the liquidity that you've provided right? The AMA balances it, right? So whether it has to balance it up or down, it'll balance it if it needs balancing, and you'll suffer the permanent loss, but it won't actualize. Just like, you know how they say you don't lose money on your crypto until you sell it at a loss. Well, it's the same thing in the impermanent loss situation, right? Unless you remove the liquidity, you don't suffer you don't actualize it, right? And so if you stay in the pool, quote unquote, it'll give you an opportunity for either that to balance out because of the market, or you make up the difference in the transaction fees. For me, the game is cash flow. For me, it's hopping into the monsoon of transactional fees. And that's the difference. Now, do you have to be familiar or comfortable and realize the game? Yeah, it's going to be about volume. It's going to be about being early in pools and liquidity pools that a lot of people are going to be excited about being into, right? Every time someone comes in, that's a transaction, right? Every time someone goes out, that's a transaction, right? So just remember that. And so the asset appreciation of whatever you might be earning in cash flow, cool, awesome, great, wonderful, goes up, it goes down. But it's the transactions that's the key, because those happen, those kind of do their thing, whether the market is up or down. And that's what you want. Remember, transactions take place when the market's down. Let me say that again. Transactions take place when the market is down. Your asset that you may be holding doesn't do so well when the market's down, right? See what I'm saying? But the transactions happen when the market's down, whether people are pulling out, what doesn't matter what they're doing. It's still going on. That's the key. That's the difference, my friends. That's the difference. What's going on, XRP Joe? It's great to hear from you, my friend. Marco, what's Marco Leon? Hey, bro. Where are you checking in from, Marco? So that's kind of the deal, guys. I wanted to share with you a tool. But anyway, I got distracted from what I wanted to say. Patty XRP and Mickey B. Fresh were having a conversation. They were doing a live stream on impermanent loss. And they got to kind of talking amongst themselves. And Patty XRP said, it would be really, really sweet if Flare Finance, if they could, when you're coming up on an impermanent loss window, if there was a setting where you could click a button and say, when my liquidity gets to this position in terms of impermanent loss, add liquidity, right? If you got stable coins, if you got something deposited on there where they can deposit in it, right? And they can, right? You set that setting and it just triggers and liquidity gets added. Well, they do have that. Not Flare Finance, but these things have been created. For Ethereum, it's been created. For Terra or Luna, that is in the works, about to be implemented as well. So DeFi Saver is the thing for Ethereum now. It's kind of similar to Zapperfi, kind of similar, but my point is, let me put DeFi Saver here. Here it is here. It's an app called DeFi Saver, Advanced DeFi Management. DeFi Saver is a one-step dashboard for creating, managing, and tracking your DeFi positions. So the managing and tracking is very, very similar to Zapper.fi, managing and tracking. I mean, not the managing, but the tracking, right? The managing part where you can actually do something in terms of liquidation, in terms of, this impermanent loss. DeFi Saver is a step or two above that. So just understand and just know that is available. Yeah, so it's DeFiSaver.com, DeFiSaver.com. And that's for Ethereum right now. It's on for Ethereum right now. But and Luna, again, has something in the works. I think they're just about done, kind of for that same type of deal. Automate your positions for best results is a cool thing as well. But so just in reference to Patty XRP and Mickey B. Fresh kind of thoughts out loud that they were having, it would be great if Flare Finance could come up with something or connect to where that can happen for you as well. No one wants the liquidation, right? Impermanent loss is not good for anyone. But if there's something that I don't want to say stops the impermanent loss, but gives you an opportunity to correct, prepare, whatever it is that you may need to do, I think is outstanding. And so the tools and more tools are coming into place. And like I said yesterday on the stream, if you and I are thinking about, and Patty XRP and Mickey B. Fresh are thinking about, man, it would be nice if we could have this. Man, it would be nice if we can have that. Well, people in the DeFi space are thinking of the same things, right? So the creation, the innovation, it's happening. It's going to happen, right? It's just a matter of time, right? It's just a matter of time. So it's going to happen. The tools that we need, it's gonna be created, and that's the thing I think is exciting. So for me, guys, DeFi is our chance to win decentralized finance, not traditional financial products. In my humble opinion, is not the way. DeFi is that freedom, and again, like I said last night, once you step into that, and you get the feeling and the freedom, and you get how you're treated in the DeFi space. Once you get that feeling, once you experience that feeling of being treated well by being what's the word? That 1% of the 1%. Once you get that treatment, you never go back. And that's what DeFi offers. DeFi offers you the 1% of the 1% treatment with your assets. That's how they treat it. That's how they treat you. Once you get that, and you want to stay in the blue chippers, the Aves and the Curves of the world, right? You want to stay in the blue chippers, right? Once you get that and you experience that, you never want to go back. And again, this is not your 2017 bull market. It's just not. It's just not your 2017 digital asset space. It's just not. It's evolving and it's growing. Key thing for sure is we have to walk away from the 90 to 120 day wind moon mentality. Wind moon after 90 to 120 days. We have to walk away from that mentality if we want to win here, right? DeFi is about the long-term game. Once you get it, right? You'll shy away from these, these major triple digit platforms in terms of interest. You'll shy away from them. Nothing wrong with 20, 30, 40, 50%. What's wrong with 20, 30, 40, 50%, 60%, 70%? What's wrong with that? We got to get these 25,000% returns and these 5,000% returns. Yeah, uber risky, and there's no need for it, right? But that's that for me. That's right. XRP Joe. Go to where your assets are treated best. That, my friends, is the truth. Yeah, mix. I was just learning a little bit more about Terra and Luna for sure today. Interesting stuff, and they are working on a very, very similar tool to that DeFi saver that I share with you guys. And so, look, platforms are, they're building out. They're trying to participate in this DeFi space. For me, it's definitely going to be Flare Network. It's for the vast majority of my assets and Flare Finance, right? Those are the ones in the crypto Siege's home we're going to be committed to, and if you will, devoted to, if you will, to give them a shot to win, right? For me, Flare Network, Flare Finance, right? Especially Flare Network, especially Flare Networks. Flare Finance, look, they have to win the game just like any other DeFi platform. They have to win their share of the marketplace, right? So they're going to have to win their share, but I'm willing to participate. I'm willing to give them a shot. I'm willing to see if they could make it. I like the fact that they're starting with 6 products. I think that's awesome, right? They're going to have to deliver on those, right? The code is going to have to deliver, right? All of these things, they're going to have to, they're going to have to be able to stand the test of time, stand the market crashes that will inevitably come. Hopefully they've learned. Hopefully they learned some stuff. And so I feel good about Flare Finance right now. And I'm excited in seeing them grow. But for us, right, we get a chance again to start at the beginning. right? One of the things we don't have to worry about is, necessarily is the rug pull, right? We have a reasonable assurance that Flare Finance and the people behind it aren't going anywhere. That's one of the biggest risks that we have in DeFi, is worry about these soft pulls, these hard pulls, these rug pulls, right? These scams, right? We don't have, we can kind of, check that box off for Flare Finances. So being early is absolutely, that's a blessing. And I think Flare Finance on Flare Network, there's going to be some advantages had by Flare Finance because of that. I really do. I really, really do believe it. And once you get the concept down and understand how important it is to be early, once you get the game down in terms of transaction volume, once you learn the difference between assets, double-sided assets versus one asset in a stable coin versus two stable coin, one on each side. Once you get that, it'll become easier for you, right? I really, really do believe it. And it's just playing around a little bit and kind of getting it, right? Getting the concept. Once you get the concept, then obviously, well, the great thing is both Flare Network and Flare Finance, they have Discords, Telegrams, whatever. You can learn some strategies. You can kind of delve into those and get some strategies, get some thought processes, get a mindset, right? Develop a better mindset around using the platforms, right? And so that's a great thing. But again, as a community, we have an opportunity to create network adoption. We didn't have an opportunity to create network adoption with Curve or Aave, right? The Aave people and the Curve people had that shot, right? But we have a shot here. Stellar Lumen community, the XRP community, the Doge community, the Litecoin community. We have an opportunity to create network adoption and thus benefit from that as well. And the platforms have to perform, sure. But I feel really confident in both Flare Network and Flare Finance meeting that call of performance. And so I'm really, really excited about that. I hope you guys are as well. What's going on, Diane Palmer? That was just a price prediction by BitBoy. Now TA guys say that. Some TA guys feel confident in the $10 to $13. Some feel confident more in the $20 to $25. What's going on Unknown Revolver? Good to see you. Crypto Kahuna checked in. Oh, are you in Houston? Okay, Marco. We were just looking in Houston, Texas as well for a spot. We are in the process of moving. Utility at the peg as well as the function. Yep. That's right, XRP Joe. You got to make money when the market is up and the market is down, when the market's going sideways, right? You got to figure out how you still continue to make cash flow. That's right. That's exactly right. So that's where we are, right? That's kind of where we are in terms of what's going on in the news there. I'm still my DeFi journey. I am still on WanSwap. I'm about to add some more, take a stronger position on WanSwap.finance for sure. And I think I'm going to stay where I am with Curve. I'm going to stay there. It's just a couple K there, nothing really big. And I'm going to stay there on Convex Finance as well. Let's take a look together and see where Convex is. Where are we at Convex? Here it is here. Okay, so it's at $39. Okay, $39. The value of the deposit is at $1,784, which is cool. You can see here I still have some CRV that I have not deposited on the Convex yet. I'm still debating on whether I want to just hold CRV and for asset appreciation or not. I'm just not certain. You can see I've deposited 1,001 CRVs that turned into CVX, CRV. And that was a combination of the initial CRV deposit of about 400. Then I deposited, I changed stable coins that I borrowed into CRV and then deposited the CRV that way as well. So, we're seeing, what can I share with you guys here? So there it is, claimable amount there. You can stake CRV. You can use what they call convex, which is their token, and deposit it into here as well. It says I'm not on the right network. What's going on? Let's see. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm not on the right one. Let's go here to Ethereum. I'm surprised it still had the right amount on there, even though I was on the wrong network. So you can stake. When you hit claim, it tells you what the rewards are in. See, right now it's 70%, 70.79% APR. CRV APR is 32%. CVX APR is 27%. The 3 CRV is at 10.77%. And it tells you the value here. I think it's very, very interesting that, 10 CRV is 1850 and not even 5 is 1545 of CVX. So CVX looks like it has a greater value in terms of the price, looks like, right? I mean, it's half and it's still almost as much. So that's pretty cool deal. And now you can do the you can turn these APRs into APY if you claim and redeposit, right? Claim, redeposit, claim, redeposit. And my guess is to really make that happen, you should do it every single day. I've been doing it once a week. I've been doing it once a week because the Convex platform is not as smooth. ConvexFinance.com. It's not as smooth as Curve and Aave. Sometimes I get over here into this it'll just stay stuck on approved like it is now, and it won't go to convert and stake. So sometimes it's not as smooth. Then you get the panicking and you start refreshing and all those different things like that, and you end up paying more Ethereum fees to make something happen. And so I'm a little cautious when it comes to that, but I love ConvexFinance.com. It's a great way. I feel like it's like a dividend pool. I really, really do. I very much liken it to dividend paying, properly structured cash value life insurance, which is essentially premiums that you pay is really depositing into a pool to get quote unquote dividends back, which is a share what the company may be taking in premiums. So to me, it's very much the same thing on Convex Finance. So there I am with that. So yeah, do you pay gas fees to claim? Yeah, yeah, you do. You do pay gas fees to claim. Yep, because it's Ethereum, right? It's Ethereum. What's going on, bro? Lone Riders, Colonel, what are you up to, my friend? Yeah, you do on no revolver. So there's fees in that, right? So that's the challenge with when you're trying to do an APY versus APR. Paying those daily fees, and who wants to, try to figure out when the fees are a little bit less during the day or a little bit more at night or whatever, right? No one wants to mess with that. But yeah, so there's still, the fees are still there when you claim, right? And so you have to take that into consideration when you're looking to do the APR to APY, which is basically compounding daily. You have to take that into consideration. So for me, I think I would just rather stack and stack up the CRV and the CBX, just stack that up. And then when I'm ready to claim that way, right? Because ultimately, we're trying to do we're trying to get to like where my guy is, right? At 4,000 a day, right? Mine's is 39 bucks, right? We're trying to get to 4,000 a day, in daily, right, cash flow. That's ultimately the goal. And so, just testing out with small amounts to see what it looks like, see what that feels like, taking a position in the monsoon that is transactional fees and, quote unquote, providing liquidity to platforms that pay you to do so. and getting familiar with that. And so when things change and when you're able to do, 5 figures and multiple 5 figures, right? You want to know what it feels like, what it looks like, what it takes. Is it worth it based on your experience for the last 90 days? What do you feel like Convex is the spot, or is it Aave? Is it Curve, right? To place your money for cash flow, right? Is it going to be Flare Network? It might be Flare Network, right? We'll have to see. Or Flare Finance. We'll have to see how it goes, But the thing is to get comfortable, and I think one of the better strategies is having yourself 2 to 4, maybe 3 to 5 platforms where you feel comfortable, where they've proven themselves to you in terms of their audit, their smart contract. They've proven themselves to you, UI, UX wise as well, that now you feel comfortable in using them, right? That is the key. Listen to the Siege and preparing pizza. Nice. We had some pizza last night, as a matter of fact. I appreciate you checking in, bro. I did get your Discord thing. I will be sure to check that out. Really, really excited to joining the NFT Discord, my friend, and learning more about it. I'm such a newbie when it comes to NFTs, but I do like what you guys are doing. July 9th, Spark airdrop. I'm thinking the 9th XRP, Joe. We'll see. But that's what I'm thinking. Any video cache jobs? What does that mean, Mark Splice? Staking to Theta Elite Edge node is a few hundred a day in return, and that's with barely any video cache jobs. What does that mean, my friend? Yeah, I did like the NFT. Yeah, we'll see, Mark, right? We don't know. We don't know if yeah, we don't know. It's 2 to 4 weeks. It's supposed to be 2 to 4 weeks. And it had something to do in relation to June. So it's going to be, when it comes, it comes. And we're just really not going to know until they actually launch. I did get the Decent wallet in preparation. So I have the Zoom wallet. I have the Decent wallet, of course, the ledgers and the likes and the Kobolds and all that stuff, right? But got the Decent wallet in preparation for, being able to use a wallet where I can just, delegate the Spark token, that type of deal like that. And I'm also very, very curious. I'm looking to see some announcement from Celsius. I don't know. I feel like they would make it for a great agent in the Flare network ecosystem, but oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, and that's the great thing. We have so many, XUMM, yep, Mix, that's correct. That's the great thing too, Mixers. We just have so many different places and opportunities in DeFi, right? To create cash flow. And I just believe that's the game. That's the name of the game. This is no longer that buy and hold and wait for when moon and cash out into dirty, nasty fiat. It's evolving. The digital asset space is saying we can put you in a position to act like the 1% of the 1%. That's what they're moving to. What does that mean? Where you leverage your assets versus liquidating them, right? First of all, you gotta get you some assets, right, of value. You gotta buy and acquire assets. Then, right? Then once you buy and acquire assets, you want to be in a position where you can earn on those assets, right? Earn on the asset. Earn on the asset. So for depositing XRP, can you earn more XRP? Then lastly, can I leverage this XRP where I can borrow against that XRP, my asset of value, and go participate in other platforms with that collateral that I borrow? Or with the asset that I borrow, whether it be Bitcoin, whether it be Ethereum, whether it be stable coins, right? That's the position that you want to do. The 1% and 1%, most times they do not liquidate their assets. They leverage those assets. You just got to learn how to do it, learn how to do it smartly, learn how to stay safe with doing it. That's what they do. The 1% and the 1% are constantly balancing. They treat their assets, right, like a cash flow business. They're constantly balancing their assets, how much they borrow, the cash flow that's coming in, right? That's what they do. And that's what we have an opportunity to do. Oh, the Bifrost wallet as well from Tolo Labs. You're right, I need to get that. Is the Bifrost wallet available, loan writers? I thought it was still kind of in the making and all that kind of stuff like that. I think the Bifrost wallet, thank you for reminding me. I need to look that up today and see if they have a web version yet, or is it still, it says, yeah, Bifrost has been there and it is ready to run. Bifrost is ready to go. I thought it was not done. Okay, Mick, thank you. Okay, thank you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. My guy from Portugal and Mix, definitely appreciate that. Yeah, XRP Joe. That's right. Happy Monday for all the people that are on Celsius. It's happy Celsius rewards day, by the way. My Matic rewards are melting my portfolio. LOL. Yeah, I hear that. That Matic reward it's a sweet thing, isn't it? Being launched. Okay, it's being launched in 25 days. Okay. That's what I thought. I didn't think it was ready yet. All right, guys. So there it is. That's it in a nutshell. I'm glad you guys are beginning to step into DeFi and getting comfortable with what it looks like, what it feels like, what it smells like, all those different things. Just understand that those are options, and just understand you don't have to be afraid. So just remember 4 o'clock today, if you get some time, 4 p.m. Eastern time, be sure to check out Mickey Be Fresh and Patty XRP. They're going to go over a couple of things on Flare Networks, and they're going to go over something really, really exciting, which is this new Ripple ODL patent that Ripple filed in June of this year. So I'm sure that's really, really exciting. Can't wait to hear more about that. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to end this live stream like I do all of my streams and remind you guys of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. But that's okay, though, because you and I are already winning. Have a great rest of the day, guys. I'll talk to you soon. See ya.